Have you ever wanted to have full-body trackers for a fraction of the price of Vive trackers? If so, then the Haritora X Wireless might be for you.
This is the Haritora X.
The Haritora X Wireless.
The new Haritora X Wireless
is the Haritora X IMU full body tracking.
The Haritora trackers
of the Haritora X.
The Haritora X Wireless.
Alright, let's start with the pros of these and why they're my top pick for everyday trackers. First up, you don't need base stations, so you don't need to spend extra money on extra equipment that aren't the trackers. Base stations could be quite expensive and take up a lot of room in your play space. The second thing is that occlusion doesn't matter. This actually ties in with the base stations. Since you don't need base stations, nothing needs to actually look at the tracker in order for it to track. So you could easily wear these trackers underneath your clothes, underneath blankets, whatever you want. You can wear them anywhere and it doesn't matter. One of the reasons I use these is because I can always use a blanket in VR. The next thing is that if you've ever heard of Haritora before, you've probably seen the tech demos at CES. Unlike most of those earlier iterations, these ones are completely wireless. Each tracker is super small and light, being way smaller and lighter than even the Vive Tracker 3.0s. The next pro is price point and reliability. These trackers are IMU trackers, basically just like slime trackers, and while the price point is slightly higher than slime trackers, you can actually count on them shipping your orders on time. After I placed my order with Haritora, I got my trackers in just a couple of weeks. I've heard stories about people who have ordered their trackers from Slime VR and had to wait literal years to get them in. With these, unless you pre-ordered something, you don't have to worry about your trackers taking forever to get here. The next pro is that they can be used with the Slime VR software to have even better tracking. This is quite a complicated process, but I will eventually do a tutorial on it. But when I show the tracking, it's just going to be the base tracking with no extra software or hardware. It's going to be the base straps and no extra Bluetooth dongle, which is an optional purchase. And it's going to be using only what comes in the box when you get it. And the last pro of these trackers is the battery life. The battery life is amazing. They boast about a 40-hour battery life. In my testing, it can be a little bit less than this, but honestly, it's so much better than Vive trackers that it almost doesn't matter. I've seen my friends have a long play session with their Vive trackers, have them fully charged at the beginning of it, and have them die by the end. I can use my trackers several play sessions in a row without even charging them in between. They have an amazing battery life, and I recommend to charge them once every 2 play sessions. And after that glowing review, we're on to the cons. Psst. Psst. Hey, if you like this video, would you mind liking and subscribing? It really helps me out and it's completely free for you. Alright, bye! The first cons of these trackers aren't specifically Haritora related. It's actually just due to the nature of IMU trackers. They tend to be a little bit slidey and a little bit floaty. Their tracking is not going to be as good as Vive trackers. Even with enhanced software, they're not going to be perfect, and they're going to cause a lot more drift than people who are using base station trackers. Having said that, it's super easy to recalibrate using Haritora trackers, and people might not even notice you're doing it. All you need to do is point one of your controllers down and click 5 times. So I can recalibrate for demonstration. Boom, I'm recalibrated. It takes a couple of seconds depending on how fast that you click, and it's effortless. So now when you notice your trackers are drifting, there's no need to go in and do this T-pose thing and look really weird in front of people. People might not even notice that you're recalibrating when you do it. The next problem is not something that I've had a lot of issues with, but something I've noticed people on the internet have been having an issue with, and that's connectivity. If you have a lot of different electronics in your space, it might actually interfere with your trackers. Now, I personally haven't had any issues with this, and I have a PC here, another PC here, screens all around me. I have electronics literally all over the place. There's like a printer right there. There's stuff all over my office, so I haven't had this issue, and this might have been solved in an update because I got these trackers 6 months ago, and a lot of those complaints are older than that, but I just wanted to let you guys know in case you run into this issue. They have a great battery life, a great price point, and decent tracking. Now let's get into the actual demonstration.
motherfucker.